This section describes the different types of interfaces in Dynamics 365 for retail. Let's take a look. Before you can fully use retail and commerce, you must complete the following tasks in Microsoft Dynamics 365 for retail. The first step is setting up parameters. After that, we can import the seed data. We can then create tax codes and sales tax groups in our system. We'll set up the necessary number sequences, and we'll define the currencies that are needed, along with selecting the necessary languages. Most of these are set up at the headquarter level, accessed in the Retail Parameters section of the Retail module. The Retail Parameters form allows the configuration of the startup parameters needed for the headquarter setup. Besides the general Retail Parameters setup, users can also set up retail workflows, retail email notification profiles, and work with the retail scheduler for transfer to and from the headquarters to the channels. The channel setup page in the Retail and Commerce module gives the user the ability to set up the following areas. Channel profiles contain properties that must be defined for a retail channel. These would include URLs for site collections. The available properties will depend on the type of channel. Infocodes and infocode groups provide a way for users to capture data at a point of sales register. Users can use infocodes to prompt the cashier to enter information during various actions at the POS. This could include item sales, item returns, or selecting customers. Cashiers can select input from a list or enter as a code, a number, a date, or text. Users can assign infocodes to predefined store actions, retail items, payment methods, customers, or specific point-of-sale activities. Setup of sales tax override groups and sales tax overrides can be found in the Sales Tax tab of Channel Setup. Sales tax overrides may be necessary at the store location due to customer status or special tax-free holidays. Charge codes are set up in the Charges tab of the Channel Setup. Examples of charge codes could be restock fees, alteration charges, and delivery fees. Payment methods can be configured at the channel level to allow custom as well as multiple payment methods at the channel. Perhaps a location wants to utilize a loyalty program or a temporary payment type for a special occasion besides their typical cash, check, or credit payment methods. A new payment can be set up at this level and then distributed down to one or many channels. POS setup and profiles all take place within the channel setup. This area covers the setup for the user interface layouts, specific devices utilized such as printers, scanners, and register drawers, as well as report configurations too. Call center setup is found under Channel Setup. This tab contains the call center parameters, refund methods, coupons, and rental type setup forms. There are two types of POS that Dynamics 365 for Retail can utilize out of the box: the Cloud POS and the Modern POS. POS tasks are performed using a POS register. As mentioned, POS is a setup at the channel level, and each POS is uniquely identified with its own identification number. Both POS types can perform the following tasks. They can process sales, operate the cash drawer, scan barcodes, print customer receipts, and calculate sales totals, sales tax, and the change that's due back from the amount that was paid. The easy-to-use graphical interface can be set up to meet the needs of many industries, such as food service, fashion, and grocery. In a cloud POS, all transactions are being processed over the web internet connection between the device and the Dynamics 365 for Retail instance on the Azure platform. Because all the information and processing is done on Dynamics 365 for Retail, if there's any interruption in the internet connection, the system will come to a halt until the connection is reestablished. Dynamics 365 for Retail includes a modern POS. This is a point-of-sale app for PCs, tablets, and phones. Sales staff can process sales transactions, customer orders, perform daily operations, and inventory management just by using their mobile devices anywhere in the store. PC-based registers can be used for this as well. The modern POS app runs on a device using a thin client. It will connect to a Dynamics 365 instance located on the Azure platform. The modern POS will interact back and forth with the Dynamics 365 instance. Unlike the cloud POS, the modern POS, being on a thin client, it has an offline database that it can access when connectivity is interrupted between it and Dynamics 365. Microsoft Dynamics 365 e-commerce is an end-to-end solution based on a powerful search technology with a fully integrated web storefront, complete catalog, and real-time order management. The e-commerce also allows for third-party hosted stores to connect to Dynamics 365 for transactional data and processing. A retailer creates an online store in Microsoft Dynamics 365 for retail by accessing the online store form. An online store will have many of the standard setups as any other channel setup, but it will have to be published to be accessible or allow Dynamics 365 to communicate with that channel. The properties that are defined for the online store in Dynamics 365 for retail control the behavior of the online store. For example, you can define the navigation category hierarchy in Microsoft Dynamics 365 for retail and assign the navigation category hierarchy to the online store. When you publish the online store, the navigation category hierarchy appears in the online version of the store. Shoppers use the navigation category hierarchy to browse the online store and to search for products at that point.